Hello students, chapter 1, exercise 1.5, question number 4. Represent under root of 9.3 on the number line. This is another very important question. As in earlier exercise, we have discussed plot root 5 on the number line. Similarly, this time we have to draw under root of 9.3 on the number line. For this process, let us make a line xx dash. After drawing this line, take a point A and from point A cut 9.3 centimeter up to point B. That means AB is equal to 9.3. Now, after making 9.3, that is AB, just make a point above C, and this is your C point, which is 1 unit above point B. 1 unit you can take 1 centimeter also. Hence, your AC will be 9.3 plus 1, that is 10.3. In all, AC is equal to 10.3. This is our first step to draw under root of 9.3. Now, make a perpendicular bisector of AC. Make a perpendicular bisector of AC. You know that how we can make a perpendicular bisector? Take measure more than half of AC and draw arcs on the both the sides. Draw arcs from both the sides, and in this way we can make a perpendicular bisector of AC. And this perpendicular bisector AC will intersect your line AC at point O, and this is your center point. This is your midpoint of AC. Actually, we need midpoint for this procedure. That's why we are drawing perpendicular bisector. So once we get our point O, from this O, draw a semicircle, putting your tip on O. Draw a semicircle for AC, and this semicircle will help you in making root of 9.3. Now, it was our second step. Drawing a semicircle from center O was our second step. Now for the third step. From point B, draw exactly 90-degree line, that is perpendicular line, perpendicular to AC. Draw from point P a perpendicular line to AC. This perpendicular line will intersect semicircle at point D, and this is our required point. This BD is perpendicular bisector for AC, and this D point is intersecting our semicircle, and this is our required position, that is under root of 9.3. But as we know that these root values we have to plot on the number line, that is on xx dash. So you do one thing only, taking B as a center and taking BD as the radius. Taking B as a center and BD as the radius, make an arc from D to the line xx dash. And this arc will intersect our xx dash line at point E, and this is our required point. This is the value of root 9.3. Okay students, exercise 1.5, question number 5. Rationalize the denominators of the following. Okay, what do you mean by this question? Rationalize the denominator. See here, all the questions are containing root values at their denominator. And what we have to do, we have to rationalize their denominator. That means we have to remove root values from their denominator terms. For this, we have some methods. First of all, let us consider the very first question, that is 1 upon root 7. 1 upon root 7, to remove root 7 from the denominator, what we will do? We will multiply root 7 both the sides. So this is one of the concepts we have discussed in small classes, that whenever we multiply any number to the numerator, then we have to multiply the same number to the denominator also. This is the rule of fraction. So if we are multiplying root 7 to the numerator, then we will have to multiply this same root 7 to denominator also. So hence we are doing so. 1 upon root 7 into root 7 upon root 7. We are multiplying root 7 to numerator and denominator both. And we will get the answer root 7 into 1. That is only root 7. But root 7 into root 7 in the denominator, we know that same root values will nullify each other. Root 7 into root 7 will give only 7. Okay? And this is the answer for very first question. As we have rationalized the denominator, we have removed root 7 from the denominator and we have obtained a rational number in the denominator. The second is 1 upon root 7 minus root 6. Okay, again here we are having root values in the denominator, but we have to remove. For that we will do again same thing, multiplying root 7 and root 6. But this time we will multiply root 7 plus root 6, not root 7 minus root 6. Why we are doing this? Actually, on multiplying root 7 plus root 6, we will get a simple identity, that is a square minus b square. For doing so, we are multiplying root 7 plus root 6 on numerator and denominator also. So on multiplying root 7 plus root 6 to numerator and same to denominator, we will obtain, in the numerator we will have root 7 plus root 6 into 1, that is root 7 plus root 6. And in upon root 7 minus root 6 into root 7 plus root 6. Root 7 will be a and root 6 will be b. A minus b into a plus b. And the identity is a square minus b square. That is root 7 square minus root 6 square. And hence we obtained root 7 square will be equal to 7 only and root 6 square will be equal to 6 only. And 7 minus 6 is equal to 1. And hence we obtained the rational number in the denominator. Okay. The third one. The third one is 1 upon root 5 plus root 2. Again here, in question number 2, we were having root 7 minus root 6. So we multiplied just opposite, root 7 plus root 6. Here we are having root 5 plus root 2. And hence we will multiply just opposite to it, that is root 5 minus root 2. So we can do this sum again, same here, 1 upon root 5 plus root 2 into multiply numerator and denominator by root 5 minus root 2. So in the numerator we will obtain root 5 minus root 2 only, but in the denominator again the same identity, that is a plus b into a minus b, which is equal to a square minus b square. Root 5 is equal to a and root 2 is equal to b. Hence root 5 square minus root 2 square. Root 5 square is equal to 5 and root 2 square is equal to 2. And hence we obtain the result 5 minus 2, which is equal to 3. Root 5 minus root 2 upon 3, and hence we rationalized the denominator. Okay, then fourth will be homework for you. Okay students, chapter 1, exercise 1.6. This is the last exercise of this chapter, but before doing this exercise, I would like to discuss some important key points. Key points for exponent values. These identities we have discussed in earlier classes already. Let us discuss it again. a to the power m dot a to the power n, which is equal to a to the power m plus n. This is one of the identity where a is base and m and n both are exponents, powers of these a base. Okay, when the base is same but exponents are different, we get this kind of result, a to the power m plus n. The next one is a to the power m into n, which is commonly equal to a to the power mn. The next one is the division, a to the power m divided by a to the power n, which is equal to a to the power m minus n, where m is greater than n. Or in some case, if n is greater than m, then we will write a to the power n minus m. We have already discussed these identities in earlier classes. Then the last one is a to the power m b to the power m. Here bases are different but powers are same. In this category, the answer will be ab to the power m in common. And if your answer is a to the power 0 only, any base to the power 0, so we will get the answer 1. Okay. Okay students, exercise 1.6, question number 1, find the values. Very first question is 64 to the power 1 upon 2. Here 64 is the base value. And we can calculate 64 in many terms. Like we can calculate 64 in terms of 2 with the help of finding their factors, in terms of 4, in terms of 8, in terms of 16 also. But here to simplify this sum, we need 64 in terms of square. So we have selected 8 as the number, as we know that 64 is square of 8. So we can write the value 64. Instead of writing 64, we can write 8 square to the power 1 upon 2. 8 square to the power 1 upon 2. And hence we can apply the identity where a to the power m to the power n, which is equal to a to the power m into n. And hence we have write 8 to the power 2 into 1 upon 2. And here the 2 is in numerator while this 2 is in denominator. And both the 2 will cut. And hence we obtained the result 8 to the power 1, which is equal to 8 only. The next question, 32 to the power 1 upon 5. Again 32. On finding the factors of 32, we can change it in the terms of 8 also, in terms of 4 also, in terms of 16 also, in terms of 2 also. But here we need 5. So we will change 32 in the terms of 2 on finding the prime factors. 2 to the power 5 is equal to 32. And hence we can write, instead of writing 32, we can write 2 to the power 5 to the power 1 upon 5. And hence on applying the same identity, that is a to the power m to the power n, which is equal to a to the power m into n. 5 and 5 both will cut out, and hence the answer will be 2 to the power 1, which is equal to 2 only. The third is homework for you. You do it. The next is question number 2, exercise 1.6. Again the same question. Find the values. The very first question is 9 to the power 3 upon 2. Here 9, we can change 9 in terms of 3. 3 into 3, that is 3 square. So we can write 3 square to the power 3 upon 2. Again the same identity, a to the power m to the power n, which is equal to a to the power m into n. 3 to the power 2 into 3 upon 2. Here 2 and 2, both 1 2 is in numerator and another is in denominator. Both will cancel out, and hence we obtained the result 3 to the power 3, which is equal to 27 only. The next one is 16 to the power 3 upon 4. Again 16 to the power 3 upon 4. 16 can be calculated in terms of 2 also. 2 to the power 4 is equal to 16. Again we are writing here 2 to the power 4 to the power 3 upon 2. The same identity we are using here. A to the power m to the power n, which is equal to a to the power m into n. 2 to the power 4 into 3 upon 4, and hence 4 and 4 will be cancelled out and we obtain only 2 to the power 3, which is equal to 8. The final answer. Second and fourth homework for you. Try to do at your home. The last question is simplify. Simplify 2 to the power 2 upon 3 dot 2 to the power 1 upon 5. The next identity, that is a to the power m dot a to the power n, which is equal to a to the power m plus n. M plus n. And hence we can write here both the bases are same, only identities are different. A to the power m, a to the power n, a to the power m plus n. So we can write 2 to the power 2 upon 3 dot 2 to the power 1 upon 5. Commonly we can write 2 to the power 2 upon 3 plus 1 upon 5 on taking LCM of these numbers. How we can take LCM? Very simple method. Just multiply 5 to 2, which is equal to 10, and 3 to 1, which is equal to 3. 10 plus 3 divided by 3 into 5 in the denominator. Hence the result is 13 upon 15. And this is the final result, 2 to the power 13 upon 15. The very next question is third. Second you do at your home. Third is 11 to the power 1 upon 2 divided by 11 to the power 1 upon 4. This is another division identity, a to the power m divided by a to the power n, which is equal to a to the power m minus n. Simply we will do 11 to the power 1 upon 2 minus 1 upon 4. 1 upon 2 minus 1 upon 4, again LCM. 4 into 1, that is 4, and 2 into 1, that is 2. 4 minus 2 divided by 2 into 4, which is equal to 8. 4 minus 2 upon 8, yani 2, that means 2 upon 8 equal to 1 upon 4. And the final answer is 11 to the power 1 upon 4. Okay, the second and the fourth, both questions are homework for you. So it was our last exercise, hence we have completed all the chapter. Do all the exercises in your notebook. Thank you for listening me.